Welcome Art 1 students. This is a little drawing activity I like to call Monster in the Mirror, and this is going to help keep your drawing skills kind of up to date and refreshed so that you don't get rusty. If we don't practice our skills consistently, then we tend to lose them. So let's keep our drawing skills up to date because you worked way too to just lose that and go back to stick figures. Okay, so right here, basically, I have about a half a sheet of regular like computer paper, whatever scratch paper you can find. Even if you do this on a napkin, like go for it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna take my paper and fold it in half. And the idea of this is we're going to draw like a monster as if it's looking in the mirror. We're going to see the profile of its face. And then we're going to draw it again on the other side so it looks like we have two monsters staring at each other in the mirror. So this vertical line, this fold that we created, that's going to be, we're going to pretend that that's our mirror. Okay, and I'm going to start to draw my first monster, my original monster on this side. And what I'll do is, I am a rock and roller and I like a good mohawk, so I'm going to start with my monster's hair and give him a nice spiky mohawk. Okay. And you can kind of come up with whatever you want. All right, now my hair is good and done. I'm going to come down to his eyebrows and give him a nice bushy eyebrow. Go for it. Wonderful, beautiful. And then I want my monster to have like deep sunken in eyes, but like a really protruding nose that's all kind of like jagged. And so that's its nose looks like it has teeth. Cool. Okay, and then its lips, really protruding. I don't know what that is, but that's in the monster's lips. It doesn't need to make sense. And then maybe it's like chin just very at the bottom. Okay. So now I'm done with that. And so this side, the first monster should go by very quickly because you're just making it up as you go and it could be whatever you want. Now on the other side, what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and recreate the drawing that we have here, but just the mirror image of it. So what you have to do is really slow down. This is going to you really need to kind of tell your brain to be quiet. Like we did in the beginning of the year, and stop assuming anything about how this monster looks. You really have to just pay attention to the line directions and the line lengths. Remember, line doesn't have shape, it just takes direction. So I'm trying to copy that direction, but on the opposite side, be a little not discombobulating, but disorienting. It'll take you a while to do this. This is a kind of activity where you really need to go slow. It should take you like 15 minutes, honestly. So let's see. It's about started there at that tip of the paper. I think that's about the same length of paper. And I'm going to go very, very slow. I'm going to do a nice sketchy kind of approach. Remember, we don't draw really harsh lines in case we need to erase. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And then remember, you're not just recreating that line, you're recreating the mirror image of that line. So this slightly curves facing that direction. I have to create a curve in the direction. Good. Okay, and then it looks like I'm onto the next spike. Now, something I could take notice of, this spike is a little shorter than that spike. So that's a small detail I can pay attention to and try and capture. So I'm doing this. Now again, if you need to go back and erase, absolutely do so, but you want to try and get as exact a replication, an identical replication on the other side. Okay. Again, this should take you like 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. It's good. So now this spike dips way down. I know it's quite a bit shorter. And it's really tough. It's really going to disorient you trying to try and do the mirror image, but it's really helpful for just getting you back into drawing and paying attention to small details and line direction. Okay, so on this video, I'm not even going to finish this. I'll show you the finished product when I'm done. I'll try and send a picture of it, but it's going to take me a long time. So I'll just leave it right there. Good luck, have fun, and yeah, good luck with your monster in the mirror.